This Northern Virginia suburb, just outside of Washington, D.C., is the heart of the Uighur exile community in the U.S. We asked people here about the prospect of Uighur detainees moving into their neighborhood.
Why should we bring them into our country, into our neighborhoods?
We brought them, yes. So we own them. I'm not afraid of them, you know. What's there to fear?
Nothing, says Nuri Turkle, a lawyer who fled China to come to the U.S. in 1995.
The Uyghurs are one of the most oppressed ethnic groups in China. The oppression is very similar as the Tibetans.
Turkle is urging the U.S. government to release his fellow Uyghurs. He says they are harmless and misunderstood. Republican Frank Wolf insists the detainees are dangerous despite his strong support for the Uighur community he represents.
Under the law, a terrorist is a terrorist is a terrorist. You do not want to take this chance of having people who have spent 7 years down at Guantanamo, who perhaps have gone through a training camp, whose leader of the group is on the terrorist list.
Northern Virginia Democrat Jim Moran disputes the Uyghurs' ties to terrorism.
It's just appealing to people's fear instinct of the other people that they don't know, whose name they can't even pronounce. But that's not who we are as Americans.
But Moran's not winning this fight at the moment as Congress resists bringing any detainees to the U.S. Turkle, who has even traveled to Guantanamo to help the Uyghurs, expects a long fight.
Since the news broke out that President Obama might be bringing some Uyghurs into the United States, now the Uyghurs effectively become prisoners of U.S. domestic politics.
For now, the Uyghurs are in limbo. The Supreme Court is deciding whether to hear their appeal to be released. But even if the justices decide to take up the case, it could be more than a year before these men find out their fate. Brianna Keilar, CNN, Fairfax County, Virginia.